وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد. Inshallah ta'ala, we'll also talk tonight about some of the rights of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon us. One of the rights of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon us is to respect and honor the pious and the righteous ones, those who are obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those who are close to Allah azza wa jalla. The person, the Muslim, that we know that he's a good Muslim, he's a good believer, he prays, he obeys Allah azza wa jalla, he is one of those that observes Allah's obligations and responsibilities. We are supposed to respect and honor that person. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam considered honoring that person a part of honoring and respecting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said in the hadith, "Inna min ijlalillahi ikrama الشيبة المسلم وحامل القرآن غير الغالي فيه والجافي عنه وإكرام ذي السلطان المقسط." The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and look at this hadith, he mentioned three categories of people in this hadith, that they are supposed to be respected and honored. Honoring and respecting the people in general is one of the qualities of the Muslim. The Muslim is supposed to do that. But to add to that honoring and respect, the Prophet ﷺ said, from the honor of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to honor Allah and to respect Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is to respect the Muslim who becomes old, and you see the gray hair, and you see that person is advancing in age. As he said in another hadith, لَيْسَ مِنَّا مَنْ لَمْ يُوَقِّرْ كَبِيرَنَا وَيَرْحَمْ صَغِيرَنَا. He is not one of us, the one who does not show respect to the elders and does not show mercy to the youngers. So the first category the Prophet ﷺ mentioned in this hadith is the person who advances in the age, who becomes old. He is supposed to be respected and honored. And this is for all of us. Someone who is older than me, then I need to respect that person. I need to honor this person. The second category the Prophet ﷺ mentioned in this hadith, he says, وحامل القرآن غير الغال فيه والجافي عنه. يعني the one who memorizes the Quran, he refers to the Muslim who is close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is obedient to Allah azza wa jalla. I'm not saying that every Quran memorizer is a closer person to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had specified in this hadith, he said, غير الغال فيه والجافي عنه. يعني the one who does not exaggerate or becomes like really excessive, and he puts things in the religion which do not belong to the religion, or the one who just memorizes the Quran and does not act according to the Quran. So basically the Prophet ﷺ said, the Muslim who memorizes the Quran and acts according to the Quran, he does not exercise the excessiveness in the religion, and at the same time he does not practice negligence in the religion. So he is not excessive and he is not negligent at the same time. He understands the meaning of the Quran, follows the concepts of the Quran, and adopts these concepts and practices them in his daily life. And it doesn't refer only to the one who memorizes the entire Quran. Here in this hadith, we can conclude that the good Muslim who, whenever he memorizes any part from the Quran, or any section from the Quran, or any surah from the Quran, and leads his life according to what he understands, and applies the meanings and the concepts of this surah or this section or this part of the Quran to his daily life, then he will be classified as one of those that are obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that should be respected and should be honored. And the third category mentioned in the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, he said, this Sultan al-Muqsit, yani the one who is in a leadership position and he is just, he is fair. He does not wrong the people. He does not use his position to just inflict injustice upon the people, or to mislead them, or to wrong them, or to put them in bad situations, or to make life hard and difficult for them. He is leading that position, or he is leading the people according to the justice and the fairness that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had established upon him. So these are categories of people: the obedient one, the one who is of old age, and the one in leadership position who is fair and just. The Prophet ﷺ referred to those categories that it is from honoring Allah and respecting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to honor and respect these people. So this is one of Allah's rights upon us. من حقوق الله عز وجل علينا الحياء من الله عز وجل في السر والعلن, is to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to be shy to make a mistake or to commit a sin, whether it is publicly while the people are looking at us and seeing us, or secretly, that is between us and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So as I feel shy to do something in front of the people in public, that kind of shyness should be also reflected in my secret relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah Azza wa Jalla says in the Quran, يَسْتَخْفُونَ مِنَ النَّاسِ وَلَا يَسْتَخْفُونَ مِنَ اللَّهِ وَهُوَ مَعَهُمْ. He talked about a category of people that they hide themselves from the people when they want to do something wrong, but they do not know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching them and observing them all the time. The ayah in the Quran says in Surah An-Nisa, إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ عَلَيْكُمْ رَقِيبًا يَا أَيُّهَا النَّاسُ اتَّقُوا رَبَّكُمْ الَّذِي خَلَقَكُم مِّن نَّفْسٍ وَاحِدَةٍ وَخَلَقَ مِنْهَا زَوْجَهَا وَبَثَّ مِنْهُمَا رِجَالًا كَثِيرًا وَنِسَاءً وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ الَّذِي تَسَاءَلُونَ بِهِ وَالْأَرْحَامَ إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ عَلَيْكُمْ رَقِيبًا. Fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and know that Allah is watching and observing each and every one of us. So that kind of muraqabah should be in the heart of the Muslim, that something he cannot, a mistake or a sin, that he will not be able to make it or to commit it in front of the people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala deserves most of our shyness and our respect. This is one of Allah's rights. Allah also says in the Quran in Surah Al-Ahzab, وَمَا كَانَ لِمُؤْمِنٍ وَلَا مُؤْمِنَةٍ إِذَا قَضَى اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ أَمْرًا أَن يَكُونَ لَهُمُ الْخِيَرَةُ مِنْ أَمْرِهِمْ وَمَن يَعْصِ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ فَقَدْ ضَلَّ ضَلَالًا مُبِينًا. This ayah also refers to one of the rights of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon us. What is that right? Is to completely submit to Allah's judgment and not to argue about it. Whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, He knows exactly what is good for us and what is not good for us. So whenever He commands me to do something, I will not argue about it. I will not say, why should I do that? Because in the beginning, as far as the aqidah, the belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when I accept it with conviction and satisfaction and contentment, that I'm really pleased with it, and I'm really satisfied that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is my Lord, is my God, so I know that He will not command me to do something and it is bad for me. And He will never prohibit me from doing something and it is good for me. That's why Allah says in this ayah, it is not up to a believing man or a believing woman whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala judges regarding something that they will have their own judgment. It's not up to them to have their own judgment and to say, no, it should be otherwise, it should be this and that. Because basically what Islam means complete submission and surrender to the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the meaning of the religion itself. To completely and voluntarily submit yourself completely, perfectly to the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that means whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands after that, I should accept it with pleasure and with contentment. So inshallah ta'ala, we have taken tonight 3 of the rights of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon us. To respect those people that are close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as far as being obedient, righteous and good ones, and to respect the elders and the leader or the person who is in a leadership position as long as this person is fair and is just. This is the first right. And the second right is to be shy of Allah Azza wa Jal in public and in secret, not only in front of the people, but also between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There are many people, they have some kind of a special action, a special good deed that is between them and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They do not reveal it to anyone. It's just between them and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that helps a lot in the good end of those people, the husn al-khatima of those categories of people. And the third right that we talked about is completely submitting ourselves and subjecting ourselves to the judgment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as long as we have submitted ourselves to Allah in Islam and we accepted Him as our God. So whatever Allah passes of the judgments, we should accept it with pleasure. نسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يجعلنا من المحافظين على هذه الحقوق. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us from those who keep and observe all these rights and all these obligations and all these responsibilities towards Allah Azza wa Jalla. اللهم إنا نسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى ومن العمل ما ترضى برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم ارحمنا برحمتك الواسعة يا حي يا قيوم يا بديع السماوات والأرض يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا واستر عيوبنا واشرح صدورنا وبلغنا مما يرضيك آملنا. اللهم إنا نسألك عيشة هنية وميتة سوية ومردا غير مخزن ولا فاضح. اللهم اكشف عنا البلاء والوباء. اللهم اكشف عنا البلاء والوباء ووفقنا لما تحبه وترضاه. اللهم اشف مرضانا وارحم موتانا. اللهم اشف مرضانا وارحم موتانا. وصل اللهم وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. جزاكم الله خيرا.